Hi guys, Enzo here and welcome to this new video. So first of all, before to start, I would like to thank you all for all your comments, for all your shares, for all your feedback that are really amazing. So thank you for that. And today I would like to talk with you about a subject that we usually don't talk about is, can we be friends with our opponent? Okay, so today we're gonna go a little bit deeper into that subject. But before we start, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you download your free roadmap. You will see it's a roadmap where I will teach you way better how to practice. So just click in the link down below, you enter your email address and I will send it to you right away. Okay, so there is pros and cons about being friends with our opponents. When we are amateur level, of course, it's way easier to be friends with your opponent because your life basically not depend on table tennis, okay? But when you are a professional, it's very tricky. I mean, I always felt that way because basically what happens is that you're gonna be friends, you're gonna be nice, you're gonna talk, and okay. At the end of the day, when it's 9-9, you want to kill each other, or even worse, at the end, some people might even knife you from behind, you know? I don't know if I can say it that way, but it's true. So at the end, I always thought like, is there any true relationship that can be built when you are professional? My answer is that I don't have any yes or no. I have no idea. I would balance more to a no. That's why actually I don't have so many friends in table tennis. I have one or two, you know, but I feel it's very difficult to just be so friendly and stuff, knowing that, you know, at the end of the day, you just want to beat the person, the player, and it's, I don't know, I feel it's very weird. So anyway, there is pros and cons, and I will tell you some. So let's start with the pros of being friends, okay? So the first one is that it promotes better sportsmanship, it's not easy to say, and mutual respect. Of course, you know, when you play, there is some tension, you want to win some points, but is the relationship stronger than that? You know, so you need to have respect to each other. And it brings obviously a better sportsmanship if both players, of course, are aware, because otherwise, if there is one player that is not aware, then it's gonna create tension, and that's not good. Okay. Second, it encourages positive competitions and it push both players for improvements. That's the best case scenario of being friends with your opponents, is that both players doesn't take anything personally what happened in the game, and so all the situations allow both players to just grow and to be better. So that's of course the dream relationship, but it's really doable. For example, I have a friend, Jan Akuzu, that before we were practicing every day together, you know, and it was like we were really, really good friends. And then every time we were playing games, we were not properly fighting, right? But there was always some tension. But why? Because it's games. Our career depends of the wins, right? And so there was always some tension. The thing is, it was very clear, we can fight on the table, but it won't have any impact on the outside. And that's very important to keep this dynamic. Okay, then third point, it reduces tension and helps you enjoy the sport more. So this, it will depend the character of everybody and the mindset of everybody. Why? Because I know for me, I need tension to be able to perform. I need some type of tension to be able to, I don't know, to go through my limit little bit, you know, like if everything is too nice, you know, there is nothing, it's flat. Who likes a game that is flat? Who likes it? Tell me. No, I like when it's some tension, and something happens, So this depends really about, I think, yeah, your mindset, and as well if your life depends on your wins or your lose. For us as professional, it's like this. So you maybe naturally put some pressure and some tension around the game. So yeah, that's like this. It's so this part of being professional is not as easy because you always need to have the wish to win, and once you don't have it, you get killed. Directly you get killed. Okay, now we have the cons of being friends. Let's go. So friendship can create a conflict of interest and make competition harder. That's exactly what I've just said. It's just like, literally you need to win money, you need to win games, you need to win points. And so by playing a game, and it depends if it's also a big tournament, a smaller tournament, but anyway, when we are competitors, there is no big win or small wins. I mean, for me, doesn't matter, I want to win. Doesn't matter, there is some tournaments, there is money or not, for example, I would rather win the tournament than win the money, because win the tournament is something that is a feeling that is crazy, it's so, ish. So, you see, just by talking about it, I have goosebumps. And so there is another point that is very important, and that's why maybe being a friends with opponent is not as good, because being too comfortable, okay, so with your opponent, if you're too comfortable, could weaken your competitive edge. And this is very obvious. It's the point also where I'm like, when you are friends with your opponent, you might talk with them as well, and then you might as well talk about your weakness and how you feel, and those things about how you feel, those players, those opponents can literally take advantage on it and use those against you. So then after, the answer, should you be friends or not, this depends on what you think about everything what I'm telling you, but yeah, I mean, the answer is maybe so. Okay, the best, it will be to find the right balance, okay? Because it's possible, at the end, it's possible to separate the fight on the table and the friendship. It is possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. I just think it's not possible with every players, because otherwise, I mean, like, it's not possible because we are not friends with everybody, first of all, but also it has to be a friendship where, of course, both are involved, okay, and both are aware and agree, because these kind of things has to be talked before we go on the game. It has to be talked. Like, doesn't matter what happens if we fight. At the end, we erase everything and we are still friends. Why? Because our friendship is more important than just winning or losing, okay? Now, I'm gonna just give you 3 practical tips, okay? Because, yeah, we need some tips, right? We need to improve, we need to be better. So, first one is, doesn't matter, friends or not, respect your opponent. It doesn't mean you need to respect, like, just pray for him every time, or no, or say sorry every time. By the way, for this sorry saying, I will tell you a tip maybe in the next videos about that for a mental tip, okay? So respect your opponent, friends or not, doesn't matter. Then use friendly competition as a tool to grow, okay? Because if, like I said earlier, but if we always push ourselves, it helps ourselves, but it also helps the opponent to grow, and not only in table tennis, also outside of table tennis. That's why I always say that, I like to teach table tennis, but what I like is always to make the connection between table tennis and the real life, okay? Okay, and then, of course, we have to keep emotions in check to stay focused on the game, because, if we always put the emotions into the game, like, oh, this guy, he's my friend, I don't want to beat him. No, we have to focus on the game. Imagine, for example, the LeBron brothers when they play against each other. There is no emotions and they just want to kill each other, but at the end of the day, they are brothers and they are best friends right after the game, even if one jump on the table and provoke the other. One cry, yeah, of course, it's part of table tennis, it's part of the sport. It is sad, it can be sad because it's very raw, right? But at the same time, it helps them improve, and I think that's this part that we have to see. It's a true mindset. It's very hard to make, and I really respect a lot this because it's not easy, but it's very useful. Okay, guys, I'm done with this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, download your free roadmap. Everything is down below, and I see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.